Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And what do we have here? This is sort of a grail of mine because it's one of those laptops I always wanted years ago. But you know, laptops are new, and even ThinkPads of any age seem to go for too much. And I have a rule. I never buy anything, never have bought anything from eBay. I always buy from my local thrift stores. There's a couple reasons why. I think eBay tends to be overpriced, or some of the sellers see these videos and then suddenly think their stuff is worth more than it should be. And but you know, also it's a kind of an auction of sorts. So you know, if they want to get rid of it, they get rid of it, right? But no, I don't bother with it. I just pick up my stuff from a thrift store, and the reason being is it's cheap. So this one here, believe it or not, was a laptop that I actually didn't plan on buying. I actually looked it over, and it gave me a fan error, and oh, I want to buy one with a fan error. Then I have to go find a fan and fix it. So I passed it over, but I also, that day I bought a laptop that it was a Toshiba, and the problem with it was, you can see the heat grill there, it's kind of broken a bit. There's some IO for you, and you can look it over. Yeah, big problem was that I brought home this laptop I couldn't test. It was Windows 7, it was a Toshiba, and there's something wrong with the motherboard, and it never did boot. So that was a huge problem. So there was this guy, and I thought, oh, they didn't even want to actually take it back, and they had some kind of sticker that said as is or something. But normally they exchange things if they're broken. So, you know, I just basically plugged it in, found out it wouldn't boot, and brought it back, and they got kind of picky ass about it. So I thought, okay, well, I argued the point. I said, you know, how can I test these things? There's no power supply, and I have to bring it home to test it. I plugged it in, it wouldn't boot. And you know, it has the hard drive, you can look inside, it has the memory, and I didn't take any of that stuff. It's all there, it just simply won't boot. And I tried the old swap the memory sticks and it just wouldn't boot. There's something wrong with the motherboard, and those kind of things are really hard to sort out. So what was I going to do? It was an exchange situation. I said, okay, look, we'll let you exchange this time, but we're not gonna let you do it again. It's like, okay, fine, let me just get something else. Well, this was the only thing that was there. It was a laptop. So I thought, well, I can't test this one beyond the fact that it basically starts up, the fan goes on, and then it stops. Like, fan warning goes on and it stops, it shuts itself down, which is basically what it should do if the fan isn't running. So that, oh great. Well, I gotta get something, and maybe I can fix the fan, who knows. Well, as it turns out, when I took it apart and I cleaned out a few, you know, the fan compartment, etc., I discovered the fan is spinning, but the fan sensor is not picking it up, or it isn't spinning fast enough. I lubed the fan, still gives me a fan warning when it starts up, and so far it hasn't overheated or anything. It's maintaining a steady temperature, it doesn't escalate. It's pretty warm, but I could just be probably needing a new repaste. I didn't do that, but yeah, so I got a working laptop, one that I actually wanted, because this was sort of like a Grail to me. I always wanted one of these T60s. It has all the things I like about the laptop. It's a really small form factor. It's got all the classic keyboard aspects to it. It's got the squarer monitor or screen or whatever. Yeah, cool little things. It also does things like this. You can zoom in and zoom out. And of course it screws everything up because it moves everything around. But when you're working on, say, just a document or something, it's pretty useful. Of course, now I've got it all screwed up. So I guess I shouldn't have done that. Let's fix things. We'll start over again. We'll get there. Don't worry. This is a relaxing video, isn't it? Wasn't supposed to be, but it's going to be, because apparently I'm screwing up. There you go. So yeah, so it has things like that. It has this little, I like this little thing. Where is it? A little light. I can't do this one right here. Let's see. I'm going to try and show you what I'm pressing on the one hand here. Wow, this is hard to do. One hand. See, I'm going to press this button and this button over here. So let's see if I can do that. And this little light comes on and it shines down on the keyboard here, right? The idea being, if you're on a, you can see it, if you're on a plane, it was the way to light up your keyboard. Because these things are meant to be taken everywhere, and they were business machines. And this was a classic from a time period when I was working for a big company, and my boss had one. I thought, oh, I'd love to have one of those things. And I was the IT guy. I didn't need one. So I didn't get one, but yeah. I always thought these were like really cool machines. So yeah, it's got the dedicated stuff. So many good things about it. Fingerprint scanner. Yeah, so many things I like about it. So let's get into what it does, what it is. So there you go. It's running XP Service Pack 3. And it's running this type of CPU. We'll look into that a little further. It's 32-bit OS, so there's no point in having 4 gigabytes of RAM. It only has 3, which is good enough. All the drivers are installed. You always look for the display driver. And it's running the ATI Mobility Fire GL V5200. It's got a dual core processor, which is cool. And I think it's running at about 2.16 gigahertz. It's Core 2 Duo. So for XP, it is overpowered. This could probably easily run Vista. I just installed XP because it came with XP. Had to hunt down the drivers as per the usual. It was locked out, but I was able to get in and reinstall. The BIOS are not locked out, which is always nice. Let's go into the CPU. So here we go. This is that Core 2 Duo. And it's a 65 nanometer process. So you're looking at a very, very hot processor of this time period because of the surface area. There's the instruction sets, so you'll notice it's missing a few, but it's fine for XP for sure. 2 cores, 2 threads. Looking at the motherboard, it's this type, and it's got 2011 Lenovo BIOS update. Graphics is PCI Express X16 That's fancy. Memory, we got dual core, DDR2, and it is running what appears to be not registering RAM, but it is running dual channel. So that's great. Don't know why it's not picking up the CPU chips, but maybe it's just a quirk of CPU-Z and this particular motherboard. Graphics wise, we have that ATI, and it's a 90 nanometer process, and it's got 512 megabytes of RAM. We'll see how that works out in a minute. So there's all the details so far that we've covered. And like I say, the temperatures never really rise too much. So that's a good sign, and the fan is running. So the fan warning, I don't know, could just be the sensor, or it could be the fan isn't running at highest speed. I don't know. Don't care, it works. There you go, running 1400 by 1050, which you won't see on a lot of laptops these days. So we got ourselves about an 80 gigabyte Toshiba SATA hard drive. We got our other items that nobody cares about, and let's examine our Toshiba. So it says Toshiba 78.5, so maybe that's what it is then. That was an 80. 78.5, is that what they actually made? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? It's working. It's in good condition, and it isn't reporting any errors or anything. It's running a pretty slow rate, but that's XP for you. And it's ran for 151 days, so not even a year, half a year. So that's pretty sweet. So that's great. Let's see how this thing runs. Now let's temper our expectations, because first of all, we're dealing with XP. And so yeah, let's just go proceed. I don't care about that. Yeah. So just another relaxing video with you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Almost the end of July. It's very hot here in Vancouver. Every time I go for a walk, I come back, my head's all sweaty. I always wear a hat just to protect my face from the sun, but yeah, just incredibly warm. Always amazed at how hot it is these days. I don't know. Is it global warming? Is it just, who knows? Who knows? Who cares? It's nice. I don't mind, not complaining, because Vancouver's known for its rain. Not complaining about that. Oh my goodness. 130 FPS. That's crazy. For an XP system? That is honestly crazy. First time running this, so didn't expect that. I was tempering my expectations. Yeah, it's a 318. So you'll notice like the CPU and the RAM isn't scoring tremendously, but for an XP system, the graphics at 34 with over 100 FPS is amazing. Especially if you ever look at any of my other videos, you'll notice that the graphics tend to really, really not be great. The hardware score is terrible, so yeah, this thing is very slow, the hard drive, but it's XP, so you don't really expect much. So this could probably be boosted up to Vista, probably, but I like to keep things as they were, and I got all the drivers for it, which is part of the challenge with some of these systems. So it was designed for XP, and it's still running XP. That beautiful keyboard is one of the big selling features to me. It is just kind of the perfect interface for working with, and all the special function keys work, because of course I have the drivers for everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Really like these old systems. There you go. Lots of I/O indicators and stuff like that. It's the way they used to do things with these systems. All right, guys, let's close that out. What does it say here? Close and save results. Perfect. There you guys. There you guys have it. Classic ThinkPad T60p. A time when they were still labeling it IBM ThinkPad, but was actually being made by Lenovo. It was the transition point. I actually remember that when I was working at a job that I was at. And the top isn't too bad. It's a little rough. A little scratched up here and there, but not bad. So there you go, guys. That's going to be the video. Hope this video finds you doing well. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in